Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Frank Friedman. I'm president of PVCC. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 13th Annual Academic and Leadership Awards Convocation. Today, we will recognize outstanding PVCC students for their academic achievements, leadership, and service to our college and the community. The students we recognize today are not only the best of PVCC's 7,500 students, but they are among the best college students you're going to find anywhere, two-year college or four-year college. Yeah. These students are the future leaders of their chosen professions, our community, and maybe even our nation. You know, you often hear people, especially my age, lamenting the fact that today's college students just won't be up to the task of being the future leaders. Well, they need to meet these students. I am confident that our businesses, our communities will be in very good hands with these future leaders. Now, each of these students has a story to tell behind their success. For many, it's a story of overcoming obstacles. Those obstacles might have been financial, they might have been social, they might have been academic. Many needed a second chance or a third chance to be successful. And I tell you, we up here take great pride in providing opportunity to all. The students did it with the support of family and friends. Many are here today, and we are so glad that you are here to share in their moment. But the students could not have achieved this success and overcome those barriers without the support and the encouragement of the outstanding PVCC faculty and staff. I have never worked with a group so talented, so dedicated to student success. And I'm going to ask now for our faculty and staff to please stand, and you should salute them. You can tell what the students think of them. These are the folks who make PVCC so great and make it what it is. Now, I would like to mention we have a few of our college board members in the audience, and this is the most dangerous part of my remarks because I'm not exactly sure who's here, and you don't want to omit any of your board members. But let me give it a try, and we'll see how I do. First, Fred Richardson from Greene County. I know Fred's here. He's over there. And Lola Richardson from Louisa. She's right down here. Right next to her is Bob Hodis from the city of Charlottesville. And I think I saw Janet Morrow somewhere. Janet, where are you? There she is. All right, here's the most dangerous part. Did I leave any of the board members out? All right, I've got my job for another year. I just want to say to the board members, you know, they volunteer a tremendous amount of time to work with us here at PVCC, and I just want to publicly thank them for all of their efforts, and they do it for the students, and we thank them for that support. I just want to close by offering one more time congratulations to all of our awardees, and also congratulations to the family and friends. And now, let's get on with the awards.
Thank you, Dr. Friedman. Good afternoon. Once again, welcome to PVCC and to the Academic and Leadership Awards Convocation. My name is John Donnelly, and I'm the Vice President for Instruction and Student Services here at the college. As the Chief Academic and Student Affairs Officer at the college, there's no greater privilege than the opportunity to recognize the academic and leadership achievements of our students. As Dr. Friedman said, today we will celebrate our students for their many achievements here at PVCC. We will give awards to those students who have been recognized by the faculty for their academic achievement. We'll give awards to those students who have been recognized for their leadership accomplishments outside of the classroom. And we'll recognize those students who have been awarded scholarships based on merit. And we'll recognize those students who have won academic awards on a state and a national level. And finally, we'll recognize one student with the PVCC Distinguished Student Award. To the honorees who are sitting in front of me, you should be proud of your accomplishments and your high achievements. I hope you'll continue to strive for excellence and continue your academic and leadership pursuits. No doubt all of you have a bright educational and professional future ahead of you. And to the families, the partners, the significant others, the friends of the honorees, you too should be proud, as I imagine many of you had a large part in the success of those being honored here this afternoon. Our first recognitions this afternoon will be the academic awards presented by the faculty from our 3 academic divisions. The students we will honor were all selected by members of the faculty in recognition of their grade point average, their class involvement, service to the college, service to their peers, and for their leadership and motivation. And for their achievements, each student will be presented with a check for $100. Students, as I announce the award and call your name, please come forward to receive your award and stand to my left with your faculty member for a photo as I read the comments from those who nominated you. We're going to start first with a student with a geology award. This student has to get to work, so we're going to back to work. So we're going to nominate, or we're going to recognize her first. So for the geology award, it's Jennifer A. Yates. Jennifer is an excellent geologist in the making. She was in the top 10% of her geology class and is currently working on a project to clean up and identify dinosaur bones from Wyoming that are over 100 million years old. All right, we'll get into the divisions now. We'll start with the Division of Business, Mathematics, and Technologies. First award is the Accounting Award, Sarah R. Smith. Sarah earned a bachelor's degree in economics in 2003. After being out of the workforce for a number of years, she decided to update her skills by pursuing the AAS in accounting. Sarah has been a superb accounting student, earning a near-perfect grade in the financial accounting course, and is on track to do the same this spring in the managerial accounting course. The Administrative Support Technology Award, Leslie N. Walker. Leslie has this infectious desire to learn and understand new things. Last semester, she seemed a little unsure about school, but never gave up. As she is taking the online office procedures class, it's apparent she latched onto her newfound computer skills to excel in all her assignments, going far beyond the requirements for the course. She even enrolled in an internship. Keep climbing, Leslie. The Tucker and Betty Adcock Award for Business Administration, Jesse M. Uris. Jesse has earned high A's in the accounting course at the core of the business administration program. His overall GPA of 3.7 shows that he's not just a superb accounting student, he's an excellent student across the board. In addition, Jesse is highly engaged in all the workings of the investment club, where he serves as vice president. He plans to transfer to a 4-year business program to continue his studies, and we are confident that he will be a success both at his next college and in the business world. The Ronald D. Larson Award for Business Management, Stephanie D. Love. Stephanie is always a contributor to the classroom by participating in discussions, answering questions, and giving insight. She has participated in multiple internships and receives praise from her site supervisors. Her written assignments are always both engaging and professional. As a testament to her consistency, on one occasion, after seeing her low score on a multiple choice exam, I immediately realized I must have made a mistake and identified that I'd used the wrong answer key. The Computer Science Award, Madeline E. Waugh. Maddie is an outstanding student, earning an A in all the computer science courses she has taken. She regularly goes beyond assignment requirements, developing finished products that exceed expectations. Maddie is an intelligent, insightful, soft-spoken student who makes meaningful contributions to classroom discussions and encourages her classmates to immerse themselves in the course material. Maddie will represent PVCC well as she moves on to a 4-year college. The Culinary Arts Award, Janie Joyosa. Janie is one of the best students I've had the pleasure to teach. She is bright, kind, determined, and hardworking, all in all a great student. Janie is a leader in the classroom, leading by example. She is always willing to help others and takes on additional tasks without hesitation. Her professional path is very bright, and she will become an incredible baker. She has been a true joy to have as a student. The Money Professor's Award for Economics goes to I Ching Gong, and I don't believe he's here today. The Sarah Rogers Award for Engineering goes to Fenton B. Horan. Fenton always goes above and beyond in his work with courses in the engineering program. In data and information management, he not only is consistently asking for more resources in which to learn, but he is also consistently helping other students in the course with his expertise. This is in addition to other courses such as engineering graphics, in which he took his Shark Tank project to a higher level than expected. The Douglas Engelbart Award for Information Systems Technology and Cybersecurity goes to Thomas E. Dupuy. Mr. Dupuy is an excellent student who is highly motivated, intensely curious, and takes great pride in his work. He consistently does an outstanding job in all of his classwork and exams. He asks well-thought-out questions and defends his opinions passionately. He has gone out and obtained a number of certifications in the field while continuing to add his blend of zeal and knowledge to our cybersecurity classes. He will become an excellent cybersecurity professional in the very near future. The Euler Prize for Excellence in Mathematics, Alec K. Tracet. Alec demonstrates exceptional fluency and curiosity in all aspects of mathematics. His insights and probing questions heighten the level of discourse across PVCC mathematics classrooms. His passion is all the more evident in his work with peers as a first quadrant tutor in SLA. The mathematics department has been fortunate to have Alec as a model mathematician. The Gene N. Johnson Mathematics Spirit Award goes to Jeffrey Justice. After attending PVCC and then completing a degree in music, Jeffrey decided that a career in STEM was his dream. Since the goal requires much more math than a music degree, Jeffrey has patiently and persistently pursued mastery of one math objective after another. He is a delight as a student, and we wish him well as he works towards his new goal. The Cecil G. Wyatt Award for Police Science, Nicholas R. Lacasse. Nicholas is an exemplary student. In addition to being an excellent student academically, he has consistently maintained a strong attendance record and shown a sincere interest in his studies. Should Nicholas choose a career as a professional law enforcement officer, he has the potential of being an outstanding one. The David Hill Award for Physics, Kevin M. Lambert. Hardworking, curious, and compassionate are the words that come to mind when one thinks of Kevin. The student will not leave any rocks unturned when it comes to understanding of the subject. What makes this quality special is that he likes to share his newly gained understanding with friends and fellow students, creating a spontaneous nucleation center of knowledge that grows and radiates all year long. And the William P. and Joyce M. Jacomite Award for Web Design goes to Joel Parrish. Joel is a pleasure to have in class. He is attentive, helpful, and his work was exemplary. He finished with the highest average in the web design course and always seemed to infuse humor and good-natured fun into his work. Okay, we'll move on to the Division of Humanities, Fine Arts, and Social Sciences. The Dick Harrington Award for College Composition goes to Kevin Lynn. Kevin revised papers and met with his instructors before and after submitting essays to review his writing. He's a veteran who served our country honorably, and he behaves ethically and politely in class. He's thoughtful, articulate, asks questions, plans ahead, and is extremely helpful to the other students. He's a natural leader, and his instructors expect great things from him. The Communication Studies Award, Shabazia A. Lewis. Bazi is a well-rounded student. She sets a great example for her peers by being prepared for class, participating, and sharing her positive energy. She did a wonderful job with all of her speeches. She was very supportive of her peers and enjoyed a having class. The Francis McDaniel Glass Award for Dance goes to Michael D. Golez. Michael possesses outstanding dance techniques as well as a strong stage presence and choreographic ability. His love for the performing arts is evident each week in class. Michael's positive encouragement of fellow classmates is what sets him apart from the rest. The Drama Award goes to Connor S. McKinnis, but I don't believe he's here today. We have the next one is Ada Sloan Award for English, Thelma M. Bryant. As a full-time employee at UVA, a wife and a mother, Thelma's schedule was already full before taking English 111 and ENF 3 courses in the fall of 2016. None of this impeded Thelma during our semester. She never misses a single assignment. She became an active and engaged reader and became a writer in the truest sense of the word, showing that nothing is written, but rather is rewritten through perseverance. The Isabel and Sophia Lee Award for Fine Arts goes to Eva V. Balcazar. Eva is a wildly creative, deeply talented young artist. She approaches every project with enthusiasm and thoughtfulness. She is undaunted in her pursuits of amazing and beautifully crafted artwork. She is supportive of her peers and helps create an environment of collegiality and wonder. The French Award goes to Brandy L. Ray. An extremely competent and motivated student, Brandy has excelled throughout her 4 semesters of French. Her academic performance is exemplary. However, what sets her apart is the joie de vivre she brings to the classroom. Her sense of humor, keen insights, and willingness to assist and encourage others is appreciated by all. Bravo to an outstanding student and role model. The German Award goes to Stacy L. Dowdy. Stacy has far surpassed the achievements necessary to obtain a strong A in German. While diligently studying the relentless minutiae involved in learning a language, she has also been engaging with German as a whole and has shown a grasp of the essence behind the minutiae. Her classmates have often benefited from her insights. The Mary C. Kelly Award for History goes to Peter Holland, who I believe is not here this afternoon. The Humanities Award, Sharon E. Perry. Sharon earned the highest grade point average and is a true role model, offering insightful and original perspectives and discussions. Sharon was so motivated by our reading of Hamlet that she created and explored her own research question for a paper assignment. She is especially good at developing ideas fully while staying within the assigned page limit. This takes real talent. Sharon is also a poised and eloquent speaker. The Francis G. and Glenn M. Norcutt Award for Literature, Joanna Rahili. Many of our best students in the English department come to us from other divisions. With classes in advanced composition, British literature, and world literature, Joanna kept coming back to us. She wrote insightful papers on a variety of works, and her grades show she always did the reading. More than that, she was able to express opinions on everything she read clearly and with excellent sources. The Carol Friedman and Gail Coppola Award for Music goes to Lydia M. David. Lydia is an outstanding music student and has excelled in Music Theory 1 and 2 this year. She completes excellent work and demonstrates a mature understanding of the material. These are courses that require significant practice time outside of the classroom, and she is able to put in the time for the class while balancing other school and work commitments. The Philosophy Award goes to Madeline E. Hua. Maddie is an exceptionally skilled as a student of philosophy. The care and ability she brings to her work results in original and insightful interpretations, and her consistent ability to pick out what is relevant or problematic in an argument helped her fellow students better understand the sometimes difficult readings. The Political Science Award goes to Nicholas W. Benish. Nick is an outstanding political science student. He is open to new ideas, shares his own original thoughts, explains them with facts, and stands up in the face of questioning. Not only that, he has taken the initiative to get hands-on political experience by interning on 2 different campaigns. Nick always has something to offer and has a great career in front of him. The Dr. Neil Friedman Award for Psychology, Jill A. Tebenkamp, who I do not believe is here today. We also have 2 others that are not here today. The Ken and Lisa Ham Award for Religion goes to Christian C. Johnson, and the Kim Yoshiko Wright Award for Sociology, Sarah E. Kritzer. Neither of those folks are here today. The Spanish Award, Nellie K. Waring. Nellie is modest but hugely capable, quiet but wonderfully expressive, unassuming but consistently profound. She has an innate gift for language, a deep appreciation for other cultures, and a tenacious grasp of grammatical subtleties. She has worked hard and is ready to set off to explore and understand the world around her. The Excellence in Writing Award goes to John Rader, who I do not believe is here today. All right, moving on to our last division, the Division of Health and Life Sciences. The Dolores Brandolo Award for Anatomy and Physiology goes to Michael L. Battle II. Michael is an outstanding anatomy and physiology student, always at the top of his class academically. What truly distinguishes Michael is his positive demeanor and assistance to classmates. Michael can often be found assisting fellow students to understand complex principles. Lecture classmates are not quite ready to complete exams until they hear the "good luck, everyone" from Michael that we hear prior to each exam. The Lloyd Willis Award for Biology, Priscilla Lamb. Priscilla has taken nearly every biology course available at PVCC and has shown a real talent for scientific inquiry and experimental design. Her notebooks contain hand-drawn scientific artistry unrivaled in the digital age, and her notes also demonstrate the precision of her mind. The Biotechnology Award, Caitlin A. Haar. On a local biotech tour, Caitlin's jaw-dropping response to the UVA core lab facility was, "I could do this all day and get paid?" The PVC science faculty praise her engaged enthusiasm. Caitlin is on her way to a impassioned career in a clinical lab science. The David Hill Award for Chemistry, Samantha R. Rasnick. Samantha has taken general chemistry, organic chemistry, and biochemistry. She has consistently had one of the highest grades in every course she has taken. But it is her service this year as a structured learning assistant where she has truly shown her knowledge and love of chemistry. She has been determined and successful at helping our chemistry students succeed. She has done so with creativity and passion that is inspiring, and so have our students. The Kirby Award for Diagnostic Medical Sonography goes to Susan Matthew, who I do not believe is here today. The Gloria and David Hill Health Science Award for Emergency Medical Services, Garrett C. Taylor. Garrett is an outstanding paramedic student. He possesses all the qualities of an EMS professional: leadership, compassion, and a commitment to excellence in the delivery of patient care. During his time in the PVCC EMS program, Garrett has matured and distinguished himself amongst his peers and will be an outstanding paramedic in his community. The Health Information Management Award goes to Lisa Rogers, who is not here this afternoon. The Rosa Moon Lee Award for Microbiology goes to Riti H. Patel. Riti is a model student and is a pleasure to have her in class. Not only is she exceptionally academically qualified, but her interactions with fellow students and instructors continually set her apart from others. She was able to humbly break down and further explain complex principles to classmates who were having difficulty grasping content. Her vast talents will take her far in life. The Jane Hendricks Award for Nursing goes to Kelly E. Hardy. Throughout her nursing education at PVCC, Kelly has been a dedicated student nurse. Her excellent grades and clinical work are one example of her hard work. She initiated a peer mentoring program, which demonstrates her advocacy for supporting her peers in this challenging program. Kelly will bring many positive contributions to the profession of nursing. The Patient Admission Coordinator Award goes to Joanne E. Thompson, who is not here today. The Gloria and David Hill Health Science Award for Pharmacy Technician goes to Mallory N. Martin. Mallory is diligent with her work. She has displayed the desired characteristics of a future professional through promptness, respect, pride in her work, and a willingness to help others around her. Ms. Martin is on her way to becoming a great pharmacy technician. The Wyatt Dowell Award for Physical Education, Abigail D. Tracet. Abigail has shined throughout the semester. As a student in sports appreciation, Abigail has displayed a Renaissance woman ethos. Her ability and desire to conflate the knowledge she has accrued from all of her studies into class discussion points to a young woman who will surely walk a positive and healthy path. The Mary Lamb Wyan Award for Practical Nursing goes to Kelly J. Cassie Thomas. One word to describe Kelly: others. Kelly is not only academically stellar, but she is also a leader. She organizes study groups, shares study resources, and has been seen staying after class to advise classmates. For the last 5 years, she has served as the president and co-founder of Mason's Toy Box, a nonprofit organization that last year collected over $75,000 worth of toys to give to children who are hospitalized during the holiday season and keeps the memory of her son Mason alive. The Elizabeth Nally Award for Radiography, Victoria Stowe. Vicki is an excellent student with a dynamic curiosity that frequently leads her to challenge herself both academically and clinically. Throughout her tenure as a student radiographer, and often at a great cost to her own peace of mind, she insists on a high level of performance from herself in all areas, which will undoubtedly lead her to becoming a truly remarkable image technologist. And our last academic award, the Dana Rice Shiflett Award for Surgical Technology, goes to Brittany A. Sullenberger, who is not here this afternoon. So, one more round of applause for these fine students. All right, it's now time to recognize our students who were nominated by the faculty for inclusion in the Who's Who among students in American universities and colleges. These students were chosen by faculty for their academic excellence and for their student leadership. Students, please rise and remain standing as your name is called, and I ask that you hold all applause until after I've called all the names. Stacy R. Adams, Athena N. Alving, Adriana M. Antizana, Hattie Baker, Ava V. Balcazar, Letissa R. Banks, Alexis Brooks, Bryant M. Brown, Mario G. Brown, Mary E. Buck, Nicole M. Cabanis, Taylor M. Clark, William Z. Kamasarvachi, Sarah Coate, Marcella Cruz, William A. Curry III, Mark C. Daneman, Heidi M. Darley, Kimberly A. Davis, Jake A. Delarier, Brianna DeWitt, Madison R. Doval, Angelique Durham, Christiana Fagans-Langston, Marcus Fraticelli, Robert M. Frazier, Elena D. Gomez, Kimberly Hamilton, Leah R. Harbor, Shannon N. Hill, Joyce M. Howard, Miranda C. Hugo, Kenneth W. Hunt, Arsen Kadyrov, Sabina M. Kadyrova, Sarah B. King, Therese LaFleur, Jessica L. Lane, Rebecca L. Lesnoff, Aaron J. Lixel, Nicholas L. Lundy, Jesse L. Luther, Jasmine R. Massey, Susan Matthew, Michael May, Charity McDowell, Laura Messenger, Chelsea A. Miller, William Morgan, Melissa K. Mullins, Ashley R. Murphy, Rachel A. Nelson, China C. Newville, Nick D. Pahota, Stephen R. Payne, Lauren R. Pennington, Ray C. Petrie III, Sherry L. Pilcher, Julia K. Pollard, Laura Popov, Tiffany A. Potter, Christopher D. Randolph, Victor M. Rosa, Najib Sakaizad, William Saul, Sky M. Scott, Paul N. Shelley Jr., Zachary G. Sims, Cynthia A. Sinchak, Brittany Seitz, Melina Smith, Diamond V. Stanself, Charles T. Stish, Victoria Stowe, Griffin E. Sullivan, James N. Swoop, Hannah B. Tate, Benjamin L. Thomas, Carly M. Thorpe, Jacob L. Watson, Mary R. Watts, Maria N. Webb, Megan A. Weber, Amy Weisenberger, Abby L. Whitlock, Christina C. Witter, Ben R. Williams, Aaron L. Wilson, and Taha Yunus. Congratulations, you may be seated. At the conclusion of the ceremony, I invite each of you to come up to the stage for a group photo. Bring your certificate with you, and we'll do a group photo on the stage. Next, I'd like to introduce our Convocation speaker today. Many of you may know her. Professor Connie Jorgensen is in her 6th year of teaching political science at PVCC. Before that, she was an adjunct for 15 years, and she tells me that this makes her feel very old. She graduated from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, with a BA in Russian and East European Studies, and from Old Dominion University with an MA in International Studies. Connie lives in Charlottesville with her husband, dog, and a cat. Here at PVCC, as a member of the faculty in the Humanities, Fine Arts, and Social Sciences Division, she has worked tirelessly on increasing the level of civic engagement among our faculty, staff, and students. She has had a great impact on the PVCC community, as well as the entire service region we serve. Connie has organized 2 civic leadership conferences with panelists and speakers from local and state government, as well as state policy organizations. She has been active in voter registration drives, get out the vote drives, all aimed at increasing the number of students who are registered to vote and actually do vote. This past fall, Professor Jorgensen, along with her students, created a nonpartisan voter guide focused on student issues for the presidential and local congressional elections. She helped organize the 5th District congressional debate last fall, and she has organized speakers and presentations for Constitution Day each September. Connie was instrumental in bringing the mobile free speech monument to the PVCC campus during Free Speech Week, and each year Connie participates in a visit to the General Assembly in Richmond with our president and a contingent of students so that these students can meet and lobby our local legislators on issues of importance to them. Because of her efforts, PVCC is one of 83 campuses nationwide to receive a voter-friendly campus designation, and because of her accomplishments, it is no wonder that she was nominated for the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia's Outstanding Faculty Award. Please join me in welcoming Professor Connie Jorgensen.
Wow. This is a little intimidating up here, I got to tell you. How many of you students down here had to take or got to take public speaking classes? Okay, yeah. I'm kind of feeling your pain right now. Especially because I'm standing up in front of a group of absolutely fabulous students. I'm standing in front of faculty that just blow me away. And all your family. I mean, what a day, you know? So thank you all for being here. Like many of you, when I look out my window or look out at my computer, I see a lot that kind of disturbs me about our democracy and about our culture. We're inundated with disturbing incidents like this man being dragged off a United Airlines flight, or people posting violent acts on Facebook for our, I don't know, entertainment. And the recent elections, I think, brought out the worst in many of us. I mean, how many of you out here got into at least one loud argument last year? Raise your hand. Honestly, raise your hand. A lot of us, right? And I don't think it's just because people are recording events on their cell phones or posting on social media. I mean, I also think it's worth noting that we didn't get to this place overnight. And no one group or organization or political party is to blame. It took a long time to get here, and I think we all have a role to play in fixing it. This lack of civility in our culture is not good for us as individuals, but I really don't believe it's good for us as a country. The fact is, we don't treat each other very well. Okay? Recently, I read an article, though, that convinced me that while I'm angry about specific incidents, what I'm more upset about is the state of civic behavior in America as a whole. And that brings me in a roundabout way to our gathering today. As I was preparing these remarks, I thought about all of you students out here who are receiving very well-deserved leadership awards. Whether you're getting a leadership award for a club or whether you receive an academic award, we talk a lot about leadership here at the college. We talk a lot about it in higher education. Employers tell us that they're looking for leadership skills. And here at the college, we're always looking for ways to develop student leaders. In other words, what can we offer students to enhance their leadership skills? For that matter, what can we offer faculty or staff? But it always raises a question to me in how do we define leadership? Is it the same definition for everybody? And what kind of leadership are we talking about anyway? Are we talking about emotional leadership, primal leadership, military leadership, civic leadership, business leadership? It seems to me that they're all a little bit different. And what kind of knowledge does a leader need? Is there a one-size-fits-all curriculum to make a good leader? Frankly, it gives me a headache, okay? Well, while I combine my concerns with civic discourse in this country, I believe that today there are two key elements of leadership that get left out far too often. They are kindness and respect. Now, as much as I'd like to think that I came up with this all on my own and it's some brilliant intervention that's going to win me the Nobel Peace Prize or something, it's really nothing new. It's just something we don't talk about often enough. As students in community colleges, you are democracy's students. Community colleges accept all comers. You don't have to apply to Piedmont, did you? We accepted you as you came. We don't pretend to be elite, but we know we're special. Many, if not most, of our graduates are going to stay in this community. So we have a special responsibility to you. You are going to be the leaders in Charlottesville, Albemarle, Nelson, in this area when you come back from a four-year school or when you leave Piedmont to get a job. So, let me give you some ideas I have. Let's talk about respect. Everybody deserves respect. Can we agree on that? Woo! So when we're talking to our friends, when we're talking to our family, when we're talking to our classmates, let's not think in terms of arguing about issues. Let's think in terms of discussing them. We say arguing a lot, don't we? We had a class argument, right? I was arguing with somebody about a political issue. Well, arguing is a negative word, right? It connotes bad things. It connotes a winner and a loser, right? Let's talk about discussing them peacefully. They're two very different concepts, arguing and discussing. And too often we jump straight to the arguing. Second, I'd say let it go. Just let it go. Sometimes discussing is not going to get you anywhere. If somebody makes you angry, if somebody's political position makes you angry, if somebody's position about a course at Piedmont makes you angry, let it go, right? You don't have to engage everybody. Don't raise your voice. Have you ever noticed that when you raise your voice, whoever you're talking to raises their voice? And then you raise your voice? And then they raise your voice, and pretty soon, everybody on campus can hear you, right? Don't raise your voice. Don't raise your voice. Be accepting of other views, however wrong they may be. Everybody, including you, is entitled to be wrong, right? I remember the time I was wrong. Man, it shook me for weeks, right? Some days I wake up in horror of that day. Listen. The key to understanding people is listening, right? Even if you disagree, most people came by their positions honestly. Whether it was their personal experience or what they've read, they came to what they believe honestly, just like you did. Right? Listen to them. You don't have to believe what they believe. You don't have to accept it, but do them the courtesy, have enough respect to listen. So, that brings me to kindness. We all kind of know what kindness is, right? Generally has to do with little white kittens, right? So I was trying to figure out how I would talk about kindness, and I remembered then this book that came out in 2004. Frankly, the book kind of, I think, lost favor several years after that because it became a cliche. But I think it's time to bring parts of this book back. It's everything I really need to know I learned in kindergarten. Okay? So, these are things I learned in kindergarten. 1, share everything. 2, play fair. 3, don't hit people. 4, put things back where you found them. 5, clean up your own mess. 6, don't take things that aren't yours, right? 7, say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. 8, wash your hands before you eat. 9, and this may be my favorite, flush. 10, warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. 11, live a balanced life. Learn some and drink some and draw some and paint some and sing and dance and play and work every day. Okay? 12, take a nap every afternoon. 13, when you go out in the world, watch out for traffic, hold hands, and stick together. 14, be aware of wonder. Remember that the little seed in the styrofoam cup, you remember those? Okay, the little seed, the styrofoam cup, the roots go down, the plant goes up. Nobody really knows how or why, but we're all like that. Okay? 15, goldfish and hamsters and white mice and even the little seed in the styrofoam cup, they all die. So do we. 16, finally, remember the Dick and Jane books. Some of you may be too young for Dick and Jane. And the first word you ever learned, one of the biggest words ever, look. Okay? Teaching at PVCC makes me very optimistic about the future of our community, about the future of our state, on and on. We have some of the most amazing students and faculty and staff I can imagine. Every day in my classes and in my interactions with my colleagues, I see a desire for better civic behavior, a desire to learn from one another. Students, look at yourselves. You are strong, you are powerful, you are smart, and you should be proud. I hope you are. So how do we make our society more civil? Well, through kindness and respect. And while I know that no one of us can do this and change the world, what I do know is that each of us can change the world around us. Perhaps kindness and respect are contagious. I hope so. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Mary Lee Walsh, Dean of Student Services, and today I have the honor of introducing the Student Leadership Awards. Students, please come forward when I call your name. The award for the Art Club goes to Julia Grammer. Julia has represented the Art Club for 2 years and has been a consistent and creative force for good. She had steadfastly worked to continue our annual projects with vigor and a strong commitment to fun. She has used her mad design skills and organizational prowess to further the cause of student art. The second award is for the Christian Fellowship, Student Fellowship Club, and it goes to Donald Wilson. Donnie is in his second year as president of Crew. His commitment and dedication are evident. Under his leadership, the club continues to grow, and the membership has reached over 50 students. The next award is for the Dance Club, and it goes to Sky M. Scott. Sky possesses excellent leadership ability, which is evident in her role as the club president. Her creativity, hard work, and positive outlook have been a huge asset to the whole dance community. The next award is for the Diagnostic Medical Sonography Award, and it goes to Najib Sakizad. He is not able to be with us today. Our next award is for the Drama Club, and that award goes to Sheridan B. Parkinson. Sheridan has performed major roles in 3 plays at PVCC and shown maturity beyond his years as a performer. His dedication and diligence to the art is evident in his extensive involvement in the productions, including all aspects of the theater, including costume and drama. The next award is for the Engineering and Technology Club, and it goes to Linnea Sabi. Unfortunately, she cannot be with us today. The next award is for the First Quadrant Math Center Tutoring Award, and it goes to Alec Trossett. Alec is a student leader. He leads by example and shares his enthusiasm for math and learning with students. Through tutoring in the First Quadrant Math Center and his role as an SLA facilitator, he's able to positively impact and influence many PVCC students. In fact, the first thing students say when they enter the math lab is Alec working today? The next award is for the forum, and it also goes to Sky M. Scott. Since joining the forum, Sky has excelled as both a staff writer and an editor. She continually strives to make the newspaper better and to help her fellow students. In her role as club president, she's taken on numerous leadership duties and increased the paper's reach and membership. Sky is an excellent journalist and a great addition to the forum. The next award is for the French Club, and it goes to Brandy L. Ray. Brandy is involved in many aspects of the college, but she still finds time to provide excellent leadership for the French Club. Her passion for the language and culture is evident and contagious and is reflected in the choices she makes for club activities. For this reason, all the club meetings are fun and always delicious. The next award is for the International Club, and it goes to Sabina Kadyrova. Sabina has been an exemplary president of the International Club. She comes from a diverse heritage of Turkish, Uzbek, and Russian cultures. She's been a passionate and enthusiastic leader who introduced many new activities to the club and fostered cultural awareness to PVCC by spreading her love and respect for culture, ethnic, and religious diversity. The next award is for the Investment Club, and it goes to Christian O'Connell. Christian has served as the president of the Investment Club since the fall semester. Fostering a sense of communication and camaraderie between students has been one of his many accomplishments while running the club. He's in charge of several tasks, such as directing club meetings, organizing get-togethers off campus, and creating topics for discussion on stock, politics, and banking. His leadership qualities, diligence, and persuasiveness have increased the membership of the club to its highest ever. The next award goes to the Japanese Club, and it goes to Alec Trossett. Alec is not only an outstanding student academically, but also he has a strong leadership and is well-spoken, very responsible, hardworking, and always very positive and willing to help others. As the president of the club, he's done an excellent job. We achieved a lot of creative activities because of his strong leadership this year. The next award is for the Math Club, and it goes to Aaliyah Kowalczyk. As vice president of the Math Club, during its change in its structure and purpose, Aaliyah has devoted her time, energy, and creativity since the spring semester of 2016. Her efforts have included working over the summer with the club president to revise the club constitution. Her contributions to the meetings, speaker series, and projects have been invaluable to the Math Club and her fellow members. The next leadership award is for Phi Theta Kappa. It goes to Lindsay Woodard. She is not able to be with us today. Next, we have the Piedmont Student Launch Team Award, and it goes to Andrew Oxford. One cannot overstate the leadership of this young man. Andrew managed the Piedmont Student Launch Team from initial concept of rocket propulsion system through the various design phases and tests to the launch at Marshall Space Flight Center, where his team represented not only PVCC, but the state of Virginia. Executing all of this would have been impossible without his exceptional coordination, organization, and technical skills. Our next award is for the Psychology Club, and it goes to Brandy L. Ray. Brandy is a leader, having initiated her work to reinvigorate the Psychology Club this year. She continues to demonstrate outstanding leadership. Brandy has innovative ideas and consistently follows up to make sure club activities are exemplary. She is also extremely inclusive and collaborates effectively with all of her club members. Our next award is for the Radiography Club, and it goes to Joyce Howard. Joyce is an exceptional student. She excels in her didactic and clinical classes, and her vigor and enthusiasm for the program is unmistakable. As the class of Rad Club president, she organized the Reciprocity music event in December, which raised funds for the student conference. Joyce's determination, integrity, humility, and sincerity are just a few qualities that make her a great leader. The next award, or should I say awards, are for the Spanish Club, and they go to Emily Roper and Hannah Roper. Hannah and Emily are active members of the Spanish Club and have contributed significantly to the club dynamics and discussions. They are always eager to communicate in Spanish with others, sharing their insightful perspectives about the things that they are learning, as well as their musical talents and artistic experiences. They are quite a dedicated duo and well on their way to achieving multilingual and multi-talented success. The next award is for the Structured Learning Assistance Facilitator, and it goes to Megan Tiernan. Megan facilitates SLA sessions for anatomy and physiology attended by more than 35 students per session. Professor John Walsh said, Megan doesn't dump the answers on students, but helps them find answers on their own. She is the best SLA facilitator I've seen. Megan's passion for learning and commitment to helping others succeed makes her an outstanding facilitator. The next award is for leadership in student activities, and it goes to Olivia Stevens. Olivia has been one of the strong arms of this year's tremendously successful Student Government Association. Under her leadership, the SGA has worked alongside student activities to provide the student body with an abundance of excitement, fun, educational, and cultural events. The next award is for the Student Government Association, and it's a double award, and it goes to Wada Al-Muhim and Brandy L. Ray. Wada and Brandy. Brandy and Wada. You can't mention SGA leadership without saying both their names. Serving as president and vice president, they represent teamwork at its finest. Not only that, they started as friends, and after a year of shared leadership, they remain friends. They are the type of students that make club advisors grin. Wada and Brandy. Brandy and Wada. The next award is for the Student Nurses Association of Piedmont, and it goes to Christian Harlan. Christian has been the president of SNAP, specializing in kindness and humor. She excels at connecting with new students and easing them into the role of student nurse. Christian has served as the curriculum representative, never afraid to bring up student concerns. She brought all the things to the nursing school, and we wish her the best as she begins her career as a nurse at the University of Virginia. Our next award is for the Surgical Technology Club, and it goes to Megan Cuccarini. As president for the Student Nursing Association for Surgical Technologists, Megan has demonstrated a passion for the field of surgical technology and exemplifies commitment to her profession as well as the community. She leads by example with her dedication to her peers, service to community, enthusiasm, and care for patients. Her contributions as a student leader, both in and outside of the classroom, will continue to positively impact the profession and all those around her. The next award is for leadership in the Ultimate Frisbee Club, and it goes to Maggie Sherrill. As a new club president, Maggie has done an excellent job of leading PVCC's longest-standing sports club. In addition to managing the practices, Maggie has recruited new players and created enough interest to sustain the weekly practices through the cold winter months. Her steady and consistent leadership have reinvigorated the club. The next award goes for Virginia 21, and it is presented to Grayson Katzenbach. When Grayson decided to revive Virginia 21, she was starting from scratch. In 1 year, she built PVCC's chapter to one of the best in the state. She promoted voter registration, organized debate watching parties, and brought students together to watch the election. Because of her efforts, PVCC has one of the largest contingent at Virginia 21's Lobby Day in Richmond. This is one amazing woman. The next award is in the volunteer club, and it goes to Michelle Turner. Despite working 2 jobs, Michelle has been the most active member of the volunteer club through the last 2 semesters. She is currently serving her first semester as club president. Her passion and energy for developing and planning events would make her the quintessential leader of any club. Our last leadership award is the Dorothy Vondrasak Award for Women in STEM Club, and it goes to Annalise Stunis. Annalise provided critical transitional leadership for the club this year. Her enthusiasm and organizational skills have helped establish the club as a venue for career exploration and science engagement. Would you all please join me in the round for all these students?
Good afternoon. My name is Harry Stillerman. I'm the Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Development here at PVCC, and I'm really excited today to bring greetings from our Educational Foundation Board of Directors. I believe we have a couple of our board members with us today. I think that I saw Jackie Bradley and Cynthia and Jim Stoltz are here. Am I missing anyone else? If you're here, if you'd wave, but would you please join me in giving thanks to our foundation board members? So when our foundation staff goes out and talks to people in the community about investing in PVCC, we do so with the promise that their gift will help our students and our college achieve excellence. I think after hearing from each of you today and about all of your accomplishments, it's very clear to me that our foundation is helping to keep that promise fulfilled. So congratulations to each of you on all of your accomplishments this year. One of the very meaningful ways that the foundation makes a difference in our college community is through scholarships. And I'd like to start by asking if we have any of our scholarship donors here with us today, if you'd please stand and be recognized. Each year we have about 500 students that apply for scholarships, and always the need for scholarships is over and above what we have available to give away. So it's a really competitive process, and students that receive scholarships should feel really proud about that. In the last year, the foundation was able to award 141 scholarships, totaling more than $323,000. And I'd like to ask all of those students that received a scholarship this year, if you can please stand and remain standing for just a moment. And I know we've done a lot of clapping and cheering, but I want to give each of you that have have benefited from so many folks' generosity just to clap again and say how thankful you are for the support that you received through your scholarship. Again, congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients this year. Thank you to all of our donors that helped make that possible. And know that on behalf of our Foundation Board of Directors, we look forward to hearing about all the wonderful things each of you are going to do in the years ahead. Thanks.
Thanks to the generosity of the Blue Ridge Rotary Club, every year we send one student to live in Buenos Aires, to study and to learn more than they can possibly imagine in the space of 6 short weeks. This year's ambassador to Argentina is Maggie Sherrill. Take a bow, Maggie. And take a Frisbee with you. I'm going to turn around and become PTK. Each 2-year college in Virginia can nominate 2 students per campus to the All-USA academic team. Students from Virginia nominated to the national team comprise the All-Virginia academic team. The nominations are based on outstanding academic performance and service to the college and to the community as a whole. Piedmont would like to proudly recognize our 2 nominees, who were also recognized yesterday at a luncheon in their honor in Richmond with the college president, their PTK advisors, and the chancellor of the VCCS. Unfortunately, one of our nominees, Lindsay Woodyard, can't be here with us today, but please join me in raising the roof for everything that she's accomplished this year.
And I'm Bruce Robinson, the other part of this, the other half of this. We work well as co-advisors for Phi Theta Kappa. Our other nominee is still busy unpacking her bags from 2 weekends ago in Nashville, Tennessee, where she was honored on their big stage in front of 4,000 other Phi Theta Kappans as an all-USA community college academic team member. PVCC's PTK president, 2 other vice presidents, another PTK member, and one of her advisors joined her. As an all-USA community college academic team member, only one of 20 chosen nationwide from 1,800 applicants, she will receive a $5,000 scholarship, a special medallion, and recognition in various media outlets. As a Coca-Cola New Century Scholar, which is awarded to the top student in the state, she will be presented a $2,000 scholarship and a certificate from the Coca-Cola Foundation and Coca-Cola Scholars Foundation. Awards will be presented to her and the college's president, Dr. Frank Friedman, at the President's Breakfast during the American Association of Community Colleges convention on Monday, April 24th in New Orleans, Louisiana. So don't unpack everything. Please welcome your Coca-Cola Scholar and the New Century Scholar, as well as your Phi Theta Kappa Vice President of Service, Grayson Katzenbach. Connie Jurgensen said that her 9 years and 15 years here made her feel old. I've been here so long that one of my students is now a board member. I am also the faculty representative for the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Undergraduate Transfer Scholarship. Imagine my excitement when reading the following as I was cleaning out my junk email. Dear Bruce Robinson, congratulations, Piedmont, Virginia Community College. I am writing today with the exciting news that your school has a Jack Kent Cooke Foundation Undergraduate Transfer Scholar. I read that 2 or 3 times to make sure it was right. 55 scholars were selected this year to receive the award nationwide. The scholarship is for up to $40,000 per year and is intended to cover a significant share of the student's educational expenses, including tuition, living expenses, books, and required fees for the final 2 to 3 years necessary to achieve a bachelor's degree. Cooke Scholars additionally are eligible for graduate school funding up to $50,000 per year for up to 4 years. The following student has been selected a Cooke Scholar this year: Gina Lee Edwards.
Isn't that incredible? There are about 8 million community college students in the nation. They pick 55, and Gina is one. And there are about 300,000 community college students in Virginia, and they pick the top one for academics, leadership, and service, and that's Grayson. That's pretty darn good. And I can't resist the temptation of saying this, that New Century Scholar, the outstanding community college student in Virginia, they started that after the year 2000, hence New Century. So they've given it 17 times. And remember, there are 23 community colleges in Virginia, and they've awarded that 17 times. A PVCC student has won it 8 of the 17 times. Yesterday, as Bruce and Kit said, we were in Richmond where there was a luncheon honoring all of the recipients of the Academic All-American All-Virginia team. And after Grayson and I were exiting the stage, my boss, the chancellor, stopped me on the way back to the table, and he said, "You guys won again." And he says, "What is it?" And I said, "You know, we really have outstanding students." And he said to me, "Yeah, and you have outstanding faculty." And isn't that the truth? We're also so lucky to have Kit and Bruce as our Phi Theta Kappa advisors. And I'm going to ask Bruce to come back up here. He doesn't know this is happening. Again, yesterday, while we were at the luncheon, Bruce is wearing his Phi Theta Kappa pin that has a little stone in it for each 5 years that he's been the advisor. So this has 3 stones for 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. And he said something yesterday. He said, "I don't know if I get one for 20. Well, Bruce...
Grayson asked the question. She said, "What does that mean, those 3 things there?"
Well, he gets one for 20, and it's right here. You knew this yesterday. Okay, our last award for today. The Distinguished Student Award was established in 1994 to recognize students who demonstrate exemplary service or leadership at the college and through activities in the college service region and beyond. Nominations are submitted to the college's awards committee, which makes the difficult choice among the many outstanding nominees. This year's recipient is Wada Al-Mohim. Wada? Just stay here. I'm going to have Wada stand here while I embarrass him a little bit. Wada is being recognized for his extraordinary contribution to PVCC's student life and for being a student leader at the college. Wada was born in Baghdad. His family left that war-torn city and lived in Syria and Jordan. They came to the United States only 4 years ago. Wada had to overcome the language barrier since he was not proficient in English. His family had to deal with financial issues, which has caused Wada to have to work while going to school in order to assist the family. He graduated from Albemarle High School and came to PVCC, where he will soon graduate with an associate in science degree. He will transfer to VCU to pursue a bachelor's degree in biology, and then it's on to dental school to become a dentist. Wada is being recognized for the leadership he provided this year as president of the Student Government Association. In one of the nominations was this statement: "This year's SGA, under his leadership, has been the strongest SGA ever." The SGA, The SGA sponsored a load of activities this year, including a Welcome Back Social, the SGA Help Desk, the voter registration drive, the election watch party, casino night, the textbook resource program, the town hall meeting with the college administration, the talent show, and the diversity and coexistence seminar, and on and on. And it's just been a fantastic year. In one of the other nominations of WADA, and this is from a fellow student, just going to read a couple of descriptions that were put in there. His positive and upbeat attitude radiates around campus. WADA always carries himself with grace and class. What makes WADA so special is his ability to always see the brighter side of every situation. He's a problem solver and a team player. When you work with WADA, every project has a little piece of him in it. He puts so much effort and attention to detail in his work. For all of these reasons and so much more, it's our pleasure to present the Distinguished Student Award to Wada Al-Mohim. This you can put away. Let's go over and have a look. I hope he makes it down the steps.
Congratulations, Wada. One more round of applause for all of our students who were recognized today. All right, as a reminder, those students who have been nominated for the Who's Who among students in American universities and college, please come up to the stage for photographs after we conclude. And this is the conclusion of the awards convocation program. I invite all of you to attend a reception in honor of our awardees located upstairs in the Dickinson Common, out and back behind me in the Dickinson Common. Thank you for coming. Have a great evening and drive safely.